Hey guys, I'm going to give a quick update on my journey and yeah, how's it going? And the answer is that it is quite emotional. It's quite like up and down. Like yesterday I was feeling especially angsty and stressed and anxious, and I woke up and was like, I need to check my bank account and make sure like I haven't just blown through a lot of money. And I was like on LinkedIn and I was sort of like, oh my gosh, here's a job that my former manager worked at. Should I like apply to jobs now? Like, should I get a job? Because also I've been on Zillow looking at apartments and I'm like, I kind of want like a nice, like a better apartment, bigger. I want more space. And like that feels like the biggest thing for me getting more properly grounded in New York City is having an apartment. And it's like, okay, like then should I get a job? Because then I can get an apartment. It's actually not necessary for me to get a job, but like this is where my mind takes me. Then I feel like the political climate right now is very stressful, which also makes me think like, should I get a job? Because that will provide a large amount of stability in my life. And then my mind's like, I feel like I'm living the question of how seriously do I take like my creative projects, my film projects. Like, am I really gonna do anything more with my dating app project? And what offerings do I have to even set up any kind of independent practice or studio or consultancy? Feels like the main thing I have to offer is like design skills and not film. So like my mind's like spinning, right? And so yeah, I've kind of been in this state of like, yeah, like am I going to apply to grad school for a film program? And then I see the stats of like 70% of grad film students like are making 40K 2 years after graduation, and they're like 150K in debt. So then I'm like, what? Should I just make films and take them to film festivals, and is that a better route? So yeah, that's kind of like a lot of the thoughts that run through my head. And then like, my friend came over and she was like, are you still on? Like, what are you up to? And I'm like every time someone asks that, there's can be like a moment of like, if you can't make yourself legible, then they don't get it. And yeah, there's like that too, which I think is actually, I think it's actually good because it sort of forces you to re-articulate over and over like what you're up to, and like why you're up to it. But yeah, then today still had some degree of angst. Still, I like sent out a random job application. I think I might enter like a period of just like applying to things to practice the muscle, including things like grad school and jobs. And it's like applying to things and also like learning things that I'm really excited to learn. So I have a bunch of videos around like programming concepts that I'm excited to dig through. And then I also have a bunch of curriculum around film that is through like the NYU Yellow Brick course, and dig through those. Yeah. I've also been doing research. There's like this one interesting program in Europe that kind of lists their participants, and I went through and I looked at all their like websites and careers, and I was like, okay, like which of these do I want? Who do I admire? Where would I want to be in like 5 years? And yeah, like, it's hard to find where things overlap meaningfully. The hardest things to find overlap in is like my desire for like my lifestyle preferences and desire for like abundance. I don't like living in scarcity at all. Like the starving artist thing doesn't work for me because if it's like, I fuck around and I find out. Like I try and I find out. What I'm finding out is that when I don't have much, it's not like, okay, it's not even that I don't have savings. It's like a psychological effect of like, my money's going down instead of saving, because I was also like a pretty big saver. The effect is such that I feel like I'm in a constant like deficit, and so instead of starving, what I do is I actually like over grip on the resources that I do have, and so I'm like snacking more maybe, or like I'm like eating shittier food, but like if there's like a different stance to it, I'm not like relaxed in it. I'm like, there's like more clenching in my awareness because of that. And I'm like, actually for like my best creative flow, I will need to be like in a relaxed, playful space. And the whole like, yeah, I think that a starving artist mode would work if there is a very like specific project that would take me like 5-10 years that I was pursuing, like locked in pursuing that. But I'm actually more of like exploring my projects right now, and I have like a whole backlog of films to edit, but like it's not resolving my general like I don't know, I just realized that I need both like a lot of time to do creative work, and I need the feeling of like safety and like abundance. So there's that. But yeah, then today, like, I had this really awesome meeting with someone who wants to like partner with me, and someone else reached out and was like, do you want to give a talk at my conference? And like, yeah, I just suddenly felt like another boost in morale, because it felt like it's almost like I was just watching like Demon Slayer in theaters, and they're like, oh, like weak people have no patience. Like one thing happens, you suffer one down, and like you like freak out and reach for the pool, or like the pool side or something. And like I'm like trying to have patience, but like, I did apply for like one job today because I was like, like, I don't know, things are stressful in the US right now. And at the same time, I'm feeling really optimistic, and I'm still finding the things I'm working on very interesting. I'm still really into my own work, and I'm still following that. But yeah, it's very up and down, and that is the update. So, cool. Well, thanks for listening. See ya.